Hello, this is Tarregor. This video is a Twitch stream that was not edited, so it's gonna look like a Twitch stream. Welcome to my vision of World of Warcraft Classic Plus. The design direction of my vision of Classic Plus is substantially different from that of retail WoW circuit channelings into private servers, Vanilla Plus and Turtle WoW. This is partially because this aims to fix Vanilla WoW's many problems first, flesh out and polish what's already there second, and add new content third. This is part of a playlist of videos. Check out the video description for a link to the playlist. What's already there? Save video description.txt. The document displayed is my vision of Classic Plus, and the document's version number is 1.5.15. All versions of the document are based upon patch 1.12.2 World of Warcraft, the one right before the Burning Crusade pre-patch. If you just want to know about the general design direction of my vision of Classic Plus before you always look into this, then watch the introductory video in this playlist, or video document yourself and look at the list of major features. The link to the document is in my channel's About page. That, and I do not have a team of people or however working with me to make an actual private server edits. This is all pure design SCR, and I ain't done yet. Note that most of the game's items are pending re-itemization, though I have laid out the groundwork for it. In my vision of WoW Classic Plus, nearly all base weapon speeds are going to be useful for competitive endgame PvP and PvE gameplay. Part of how this is accomplished is that red paladins and damage enhancements were tentatively changed to perform as well with fast 200 weapons as with slow ones. I also changed survival hunters to desire a two-handed weapon of middling speed, not so tentatively. In fact, not all tentatively. It's kind of fun a lot. Well, I suppose it's not quite finalized, but I don't see any reason to change that one. I also changed Zero to desire a main-handed weapon of middling speed. And I also changed Marksmanship Hunters to not care so much about the ranged weapon speed for the time being. And I also changed Beast Mastery Hunters to desire a fast range weapon. There are also a number of enchants in this game that either increase your attack speed or slow your attack speed while compensating for it in the form of a large buff. Examples being Arcanite Counterweights, formerly Iron Counterweights, and the Brutality enchants, which are new, respectively. The Brutality enchants in particular give you a 10% attack speed penalty while giving you a high amount of crit chance based on whether it's a one-hand enchant or a two-hand enchant. However, I wrote this subsection on weapon speed changes a long time ago, so I'm presumably going to get rid of a number of these changes when I get around to it. Now then, on to what's actually written here. Of course, changes to base weapon damage will be paired with the below changes to base weapon speed. The speed, which I assume is a given, but, well, I had assumed it was given, but I recently read this part there. Where's my cursor? This part, yeah, I recently wrote that part. Anyway, the speed of Assault Thrace Lasher, I almost said Sulfrost, will be increased to 3.2, making it be useful to both survival hunters and red paladins, and making it be a bit useful to warriors. It used to be 2.6 speed, if I recall correctly. As mentioned in second number 3.0.8, Crocus on these changes to the last video, excuse me, the second last video, Ravager was changed to have 3.7 speed. Runeblade of Baron Rivendare will have its speed increased to 3.3. It is intended to be useful for survival hunters and ret paladins. The speed of Blackblade of Sharam, however, will be lowered to 3.9 to differentiate from Runeblade of Baron Rivendare. Further differentiated. All quest rewards from the quest Whirlwind Weapon will have 3.7 speed. The rewards are already differentiated by their weapon types. The Purifier will be that way, not everybody's just going to get the axe or very human the hammer. The Purifier will be turned into a the hammer? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the hammer is slower than a sword. Anyway, yeah, in vanilla. But in this game, it's all going to be 3.7 speed for the World Weapon Quest rewards. Anyway, the Purifier will be turned into a 3.1 speed weapon. The epic gun from the Argentine, formerly Insignia, now Exalted. Typhoon, the sword from Azagos, will be turned into a 3.2 speed weapon for survival hunters and red paladins. The speed of Holy War Sword, the BOE Green, will be decreased to 2.8. Demon's Claw, 2.8 speed. Divine War Blade, 3.7 speed. Death Striker, 3.2 speed. Brute Hammer, 3.8 speed. Dragon's... Those are all BOE Green world drops, with random suffixes on them, including Holy War Sword. Dragon's Call, the epic sword from Shade of Aranicus and the Sunken Temple, will have its speed decreased to 2.7. Nightfall and Spinal Reaper will have their speeds decreased to 4.0. However, they all have, they're still going to be, they're going to still be special weapons. Elemental Attuned Blade will be turned into a dagger and of the same model as before. and it will be turned into a 1.6 speed weapon, giving some casters an extra option for a one-hand pre-raid weapon for giving some casters an extra option for a one-handed pre-raid epic caster weapon. How is that a tongue twister for me? Anyway, it's all the weapon speed changes that I got for the time being. And thanks for watching, I guess.